So ABC News was also having a conversation with Tim Walz, and Walz came out and he was asked about the Electoral College. You heard him say earlier that the Electoral College should be abolished so that New York and California can decide the elections for all of America, and then they'll have a permanent majority. But he gets asked about that. Does Kamala want to do that too there, Tim?
I want to go back to something you said on Tuesday. You said, I think all of us know the Electoral College needs to go. But the campaign came out later that night, and they said that's not their stance.
Yeah. It's not the campaign's position. And the point I'm trying to make is that there's folks that feel every vote must count in every state. And I think some of folks feel that's not the case. Our campaign does that. And the point I'm saying is I'm in 5 states in 2 days. We're out there making the case that the campaign's position is clear. That's not their position. Their position and my position is to make sure that everybody understands their vote, no matter what state they're in, matters.
So that's something.
Yeah, it really doesn't, though. So their entire party, their policy platform is to have our country invaded so that they can rapidly make people citizens, drop them in swing states, give the rest of them asylum, give them residency. And as we uncovered here, learn that they use that residency then to go get applications to vote. And then the secretaries of state don't confirm or verify anything against the federal database to confirm whether they have lawful residency or citizenship at all. When that happens, when you have people who should not be voting, every one of our votes is less than 1. Normally, it's 1 citizen, 1 vote. When you have other people who are not citizens voting among citizens, then it dilutes our vote. So then it goes to less than 1, 0.9999, because someone else who shouldn't be having a vote is diluting our share of representation. And Walz and their party are doing this openly, and they'll turn around and lecture us about the integrity of making sure that people have their voices heard when they are actively diluting our voices at every turn.
That you and Vice President Harris disagree on?
I have spoken about it in the past that she's been very clear on this, and the campaign and my position is the campaign's position.
All right, so he's struggling there. You know what Tim needs? Tim needs a little bit of a pep talk. Good thing he's married to this woman, because she'll do it all day. Here's what Tim's wife sounds like.
Thanks. When the Scarlet team comes on the field, we will all stand up and cheer. To the other team we'll never yield, and we won't forget we're here. We will fight for victory and win. We will conquer every fall thing.
That's insurrectionary language back there. We're going to conquer? You're going to conquer what? America? All right, so that's the Walz family. And is that a Secret Service agent there who's just had enough? He's about to just go smash his head into the bookcases, just beating his head into oblivion. Just get me out of here, man. He'll read anything. I don't care. So he's struggling. Now, Walz was also here in Arizona, and he got asked about the economy and why it stinks so bad. And here's what he said about it.
One of the things I hear often from voters as I go around is our economy stinks. Yeah. I know you hear it. And I asked Jay Pritzker about it a week ago, and he said the message isn't getting through. Does your campaign need to change the message on the economy to reach the voters you need?
I think we just keep getting at them. Look, folks know if prices go up, housing becomes more expensive. And I've talked about this. It doesn't spending time on that Donald Trump left a mess when he left. They want to know what we're doing right now. And I think where Kamala Harris is talking about making housing more affordable.
One of the things I hear.
All right. The economy stinks, dude. And that's because of your candidate. Now, the polls are really looking good for President Trump, and you're seeing more and more panic. Last week, we talked about this, or earlier this week, several articles, Politico saying Democrats are hitting the panic button, CNN saying there's nervousness in the air and more. You can see why, because the Kamala fad was fake. It was just a bubble, as we talked about a long time ago. And when October was going to come, and here we are, things were going to settle back down because it was a fake facade that they were just boosting up. And now the numbers are returning back to what they actually have been this entire time. So Trump, 49 +2 over Harris, and 47 in Arizona. Pennsylvania, Trump's up +1, 49 to 48. This is according to Emerson. Trump's up 49 +1 in Georgia over Harris's 48. North Carolina, Trump's up 1. Trump 49, 48. Michigan is tied. What on earth? What? Michigan? Wisconsin's tied. Whoa, baby. They must be getting a little bit nervous about this. And Nevada, Harris is up +1, which I also have a hard time believing that. But if you go and take a look at the election betting odds website, you're seeing that the numbers are pulling away here too. And it doesn't mean that there's a lot of time left. It's only the start of the fourth quarter, baby. A lot can happen, a lot of game left to play. And we know that these people are not going to let this power go so easily. The numbers are looking good for the president, and we're happy to continue to see the fake facade of Kamala come crumbling down. Whether she was using a teleprompter or not, she's not a competent, capable person who should be anywhere near the Oval Office. And more people are realizing that the more she speaks. That's good news.